start with this, actually. Ncuti has been out and about doing a bit of location filming, or rather his stunt double. And we see a new costume. He's now wearing a kilt. My question is this. Is this the only dress he's going to be wearing, or skirt he's going to be wearing during his tenure as Doctor Who? My guess is, I think not, right? I think they're breaking us into like, you know, they've got a kilt, and I said, well, a kilt's okay, nobody's going to argue with a kilt. And then when he was skirt, they said, well, he wore a kilt and you didn't argue. But like, yeah, another new costume. I'm just, man, this. I'll see it in action. I'll see if it works, but it looks like it's going to be shite, right? It looks like it's going to be pretty bad. Here we got some video footage of that. We'll play that again because it's pretty quick. So the question is, what is this from? Is this season 15 they're filming? I doubt it, right? I really, really doubt it. Soda said Susan's everywhere. That's because they put her everywhere because they want her to be everywhere, and she's just not organically that successful because she's not very talented, right? So anyway, is this from season 15? My guess is no. My guess is this is pickups for the Christmas special. Actually, it looks kind of like what Millie Gibson was wearing, doesn't it? I can't remember. What was she wearing? A tartan skirt or a kilt? I can't remember, right? I can't remember. But so we had that. We've also had another Tingle teaser trailer, which, again, these things just annoying the crap out of me now, right? Oh, we got to get to the Space 99 thing as well before I forget. But yeah, we had because these things show you nothing. They're irritating. And there's all this stuff you got to decode from it. So apparently that says in binary code, Unicode over here, that there's a trailer dropping on Saturday. That'll be the 23rd of September at 6:13. Interestingly, 6:13 is a very, very cabalistically powerful number. I don't think that's in any way connected. But again, these things just kind of bore the crap out of me. They really do. But let's see what they have to say about these things. Hang on. Where are we going to start? We'll start over here. Doink. Share screen. Let's see what Bleeding Core had to say about this. Doctor Who, the Subway Network goes live. Watch this space. Doctor Who Instagram account has opened up the Subwave Network broadcast channel. What for what? Watch this space and find out. Again, I'm over the cryptic promotion. Just promote the fucking show already, right? Just promote it. Like, we should have seen a clip of Ncuti as Doctor Who by now, right? We really should. I mean, like, I don't understand why we haven't. It's just, you know why? Because I think there's too many levels of management going on. I think that's throttling the show, right? I really do. I think there's just too many levels of management, which is probably why they can only make 8 episodes a year rather than 13, which they used to be able to make. This November, the BBC, Disney Plus, and showrunner Rusty Davies will celebrate the 6th anniversary of Doctor Who in a very big way. Yeah, I mean, if I'm still awake by then, right? We're talking about a 3-episode special event starring David Tennant, the 14th Doctor, Catherine Tate, Donna Noble, Ncuti Gatwa, our 15th Doctor, and more. Up until now, we've been treated to a mix of casting news, mainly about chicks with dicks, right? It's mainly been, oh, look, stunning and brave, a chick with a dick. How stunning, how brave. Chicks with dicks. We love a bit of chicks. I mean, like, how many chicks with dicks can anybody have? I mean, we just had this. We just had this the other day because it was Jinx Monsoon's birthday, and like, yay, more cross-dressing, because that's what Doctor Who's all about now. A bit of tranny fun. Here, 1 second. Yeah, the more I see of this, the less interested I am. Right? I'm really bored of seeing men dressed as women, right? And I believe Jinx Monsoon identifies as male, so I don't think it's a way. If she identifies as being female, I'm sorry, right? I'm sorry. It's an honest mistake, but like, and I'm sure Jinx is a very, very talented entertainer. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't want my Doctor Who stars talking about losing a condom up somebody's ass during a random sex, right? I don't want that. Call me an old fuddy duddy, right? For me, it never really bothered me not knowing Marcus Scarman's sexuality. I couldn't care less if he sucked a dick, right, or if he liked a bit of poontang, or both, right? It doesn't bother me. It didn't impact on my enjoyment of Pyramids of fucking Mars. I don't know, between a mix of casting news, hashtag Who Spy Images, and teaser for a possible trailer drop this weekend. More on that in a second. But earlier today, the long-running sci-fi series rolled out something very interesting with a name that fans of Stolen Earth and Penelope Wilson's former Prime Minister Harriet Jones will appreciate. I wonder if they should have said she was connected to Joe Jones. I wonder that. I mean, I really wonder if there's any family connection. I really should have done that. On the show's Instagram account, you can join the Subwave Network broadcast channel, and you can see below. It's legit. It confirms your membership, and we're getting a feeling we might be getting some in-universe action going on. I know, but Christ, with my bike, can we just like get any like kind of action that you don't have to like fathom out on? Now here's a look at the new glitch from the Saturday that appeared to have brought us 10-ton clue that the trailer of some kind of extension preview could hit. The time has come, it says in Unicode. Saturday, 23rd of September. Who's their time? I guess David Tennant and Catherine Tate. Here's a look at a clip from that, folks, at TARDIS. We looked at it already. Joining Ted and Tate is Neil Patrick Harris as the Big Bab. The toy maker, / toy maker. Yasmin Finney as Rose. Chicks with dick. A gay guy and a chick with dick because, no one's straight anymore. Especially not in Big Finish. Like, I can't remember the last time there was a straight relationship. It's always gay women. Always gay women. Also, Ruth Madeley, Shirley Ann Bingham, Vernon Cribbins. Okay, one name I'm interested in. Set to posthumously reprising as well as Wilfred Mott. Fans of the comics can expect to see Beat the Meat. Boy, is that excitement worn off. Voiced by Mira Margulis, well-known cunt Mira Margulis, and the Race Warriors play a major part, or they're at least in one scene. If all this wasn't enough, Shooting Out is expected to debut the 15th Doctor. Still don't think he's the 15th Doctor. 3 episodes written by Rusty Davis, blah, 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 Rachel Talali. I don't think no, this is all old stuff, right? This is all old stuff. So one thing I think these specials will do is erase the Jodie Whittaker era, right? That's why I think they're being very gushing to the Jodie Whittaker era, because Doctor Who, Rusty Davis on Starbeast, not erasing Jodie Whittaker and more. They're going to erase Jodie Whittaker. I just think that Rusty Davis hated the Chibnall run for good reason, because it was utter bollocks, right? Utter bollocks. Yeah, the bottom line, and I think it destroyed the cohesiveness of the show, right? The internal cohesiveness, right? It just makes little to no sense, right? Philip Bogart's here. How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Matthew Barrett said, the problem is I no longer care about the new series. You're right! That's exactly where I am! For God's sake, that's exactly where I am. Even the 6 beginnings leave a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, look, I can't disagree with you, mate. I love Mira Margulis. She's hilarious when she swears. She's just so anti everything that I think is good, right? She's just like so pro everything I think is evil. So, and I think I just think she's an embarrassment to me as a Jew. I mean, like, oh God, why are they always like she's not as embarrassing as Harvey Weinstein, right? But she's up there. Fine. So after some big casting news yesterday, we have more clue. What was the big casting news yesterday? This was on Friday. I can't even remember who it is. With David Tennant, the 14th day, blah, 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 Ncuti Gatwa, Rusty Davis has shared some personal insights into what he's seen so far. He talked about literally the first 30 seconds, maybe less, and took the piss out of Jodie fans for saying that he's going to erase her era, because he knows he's going to erase her era, right? They're talking about Sheffield snub. Yeah, listen, the Sheffield thing actually could have worked. So much of the Jodie era could have worked if they had any talent and ability whatsoever, right? But they didn't. And talent and ability basically means an ability to work, which they just don't. So later from Shona, Rusty Davis shared out the 1st of August, it's fun again a chance to see the first completed episode of the Star Beast. God, I'm tired of reading articles that the FX are cheap these days, cheap and fast. They're expensive and endless. Okay, whatever. And even this will be the 50th time he screened it. Rusty Davis noted that he's still got to sit and watch it as a fan. From there, Rusty Davis began dropping thoughts, clues, and teasers about what to expect, beginning with the opening. Now, I think the opening is going to be akin to the opening of Rose and akin to the opening of... here, let's pull that up. Where is it? Let's go over here. I'm just waiting for the drive to wake up. Come on, you can do it. There you go, doink. Where is it? Doctor Who, the TARDIS. So, is it? Let's look at. Was it New Earth or Christmas? I think New Earth. I think that started the same way. No, although I did like the start of New Earth. I think maybe it was Christmas Invasion, maybe. Hang on, we'll do... Series 9. Rose. I know this one starts off this way. Really? Ow. Let me get through the titles. So I think we're going to get a very similar opening, right? And it's going to land on London rather than Sheffield. Post full of highlights. Expected to kick things off. We look at Murray Gold's music. Rusty Davis addressing the rumblings that he might retcon the Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall era. Did not with it. Might retcon what Jodie Whittaker and Chris Chibnall did during their run. And said, OMG, the TARDIS and the Jodie exterior. She's not been erased. Fuck off. Okay. The reason they're keeping the Jodie exterior, TARDIS exterior, in my opinion, is because the normie couldn't care less. They won't connect that to Jodie Whittaker. You kept her piece of shit console room. People might remember it, and they would run screaming, right? Absolutely run screaming. I don't know, like, we should have seen this new console room they keep telling us about, right? We should have seen something, but we've just seen chicks with dicks. I mean, literally, that's all it's been. Oh my God, she's not been erased, and yet by not erasing her, are we erasing the argument that she's been erased, and therefore this is an act of erasure? Is it? They're erasing Jodie Whittaker era, right? They're retconning it away. From there, Rusty Davis notes, some music changed. I thought it was going to be this, and now it's turned into that. I had no warning. This leads into conversation about the wind in the scene. I thought it was blowing through David Tennant's hair that leads to nostalgia over Tennant's hair in the 50th anniversary. So again, this is just a whole article saying, no, she's not being erased, by saying, no, she's actually being erased, right? It's actually being erased. And we've had these teasers going, again, this is just annoying me and boring me. Tell me something or don't tell me something, right? the bottom bloody line. Yeah, we'll look at this a bit closer, and then we'll read what it has to say about it. Do I zoom in? Share screen. So again, Tuesday to Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Looks like some kind of beam thing controller. I mean, although here, this looks like the set which we assumed was like the top of the helipad thing. The Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier thing that we saw in the John Sim one. I can't remember what end of time. I don't know. Fine, but okay, let's read the article about it, which I'm again bored to tears by. Doing the news is aimed at alienating everyone. Well, there you go. They're glad they're unifying us. Then, Gareth Morgan. The updates happening at BBC, Disney Plus, and showing Rusty Davis upcoming blah 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 blah. Same introduction, right? With Michael McIntyre's The Will returning to BBC One, as well as iPlayer. Is this player? I guess it means iPlayer. Beginning Saturday, September 23rd. Fans can look forward to seeing Rusty Davis appear as a Doctor Who expert on a popular game show. That as for that Who Spy image, I guess this is it, which clearly looks like a computer screen at a unit facility, and there's something going on Tuesday to Thursday at 9:30 a.m. I'm just saying, this looks reasonably dull. I'm not excited by this. I don't go, oh, look at this. I'm bored by it, right? I am bored by it. To say what's being shown on the screen looks pretty ominous will be an understatement. It looks like a laser cannon thing. I mean, that's really what it looks like. I don't know what to tell you, mate. Or are we getting swerved? Okay. There's a look at, and here's a look back at the BBC One glitch that appears to have brought us a 10-ton clue. Okay, telling us where it is. Is that the whole story? Yeah, okay, fine. Look at it. Everything else is just like stock. That's how little there is there, right? That's how genuinely tiny little there is there. More interesting is this picture, I think, over here. That Wendy Pabry and Fraser Hines have been had a lovely day recording with this lady. Let me close these windows. So that would be, I guess, the season 6 Blu-ray, right? Let's have a quick look. Doctor Who episode guide. Man, I'm all over the place. Hang on, we'll go for Second Doctor. So yeah, season 6. So when did Pabry joined it? Not Tomb of the Side Man, over here. No, it will be Wheel in Space, right? Which they may be reconstructing. So Dominators they have, Mind Robber they have, Invasions they got the Cosgrove Hall animations, Crotons they have, Seeds of Death they have, Space Pirates they don't. So maybe they'll do some kind of reconstruction for Space Pirates. I hear it's reasonably shit, and War Games. So yeah, it makes sense that they're working on this Blu-ray. Do you reckon they're gonna do a reconstruction of Space Pirates? I mean, it seems to be there's a lot more methods that you can reconstruct the Space Pirates with, right? Do you have Space Pirates have? Doctor Who Space Pirates Telly Snaps. Is that the one that doesn't have any, or maybe they do? Okay. That does look like a telly snap. Do they have telly snaps? Fine, so there's a loose cannon. I know, it just seems to be that that Celestial Toymaker one was the way to go. Let's have a look at this. Oh, so they do. 1 second, let's pull this up. Well, although this is just from episode 2, apparently. Hang on. Yeah, episode 2 already exists. I've got too many things open. Hang on. Share screen. Standard editions of the Blu-rays, I think they're about 2 years behind. Yeah, I would go for the extra one. So this is episode 2 already exists, right? That's the only one I have. So this must be fake telesnaps. But it looks like, again, that looks like an Ice Warrior helmet. It looks like there are easier ways, right, to do these reconstructions than there used to be. Plus, we have AI, so who knows? Who knows what they're going to be working on? Let's go back over here. Doink. Yeah, so I mean, that does seem like they're getting ready to release season 3. But Marvelous, it's the exact same thing happened to me. Watch Dan, that's the Spacebook's video on the 50th last week. Got me excited to rewatch 50th again. Yeah, actually it did, right? I'm 100% with you. I can't wait to watch 5 Doctors, though. I'm really psyched for that. Fine. Share screen. Doink. So we got that going on. What else should we look? There's a couple of things. I'm not sure which. I got several places reporting this. Should we go with the Radio Times? Radio Times talking about Phasmin? Or should we go with CBR? Because CBR is probably going to go into it in more detail and cry a bit more. Let's do CBR, right? Doctor Who's Chris Chibnall broke fans' hearts on purpose, he confirmed. No, he didn't. He just didn't know what fucking doing and made it up as he went and was a useless hack. That's why he's teaching now rather than writing. Chris Chibnall, the previous Doctor Who showrunner who took a shit on Doctor Who and drove it into the ground, explains why Jodie Whittaker and Dr. Amanda Gill-Yaz never shared an on-screen kiss because you're a pussy that couldn't commit. You're trying to have your cake and eat it, essentially. Doctor Who might be diving headfirst into a new era this November, but no one has forgotten Jodie Whittaker's time. We've all forgotten it. Literally everyone. See, this is why we want CBR. We've all forgotten it, and we're trying to forget it. Like, people are literally trying to give themselves lobotomies with bricks rather than remember it. Specifically, the unrealized love story between her companion and Mandip Gill's Yasmin Khan, former showrunner Chris Chibnall, has just given his reasons behind leaving their romantic relationship somewhat unfinished on the show. Could you left everything unfinished on the show because you were fired halfway through your plan? Whittaker spent 5 years in the titular role, 3, and had a variety of companions across her seasons. But Gill was there from the beginning until the very end. Chibnall, none of this was planned, was at the Doctor Who wheel at the time, attempting to show a rather tragic same-sex relationship between a Doctor and a companion. What you mean, like they did with Ninth Doctor and Rose, right? And the 10th Doctor and Rose. But now you have to do it same-sex because, you're vacuous, empty vassals for whatever Twitter tells you to do. But it never really truly came to fruition or culminated in saying more than cryptic conversations and awkward hugs. Yes, it's because Chris Chibnall is a fucking loser who can't even deliver on the bullshit he's trying to deliver on. Yes, we know that. The show's fan base, no, most of us hated it, specifically the LGBTQ plus part. No, gay people hated it too, okay? Hope to see the Doctor and Yaz kids on screen. Do they want to see a bit of tongue action? Maybe they want to see Yaz twerk for the Doctor. I mean, I'm sure they would have been into that before they parted their ways, and yet it never came to be. The Who Corner to Corner podcast, and it's 4 hours long of an interview. I would rather shove a fist up my ass, really, than go through that. I can't do it to myself, ladies and gentlemen. I've seen every episode of Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who more than once. It's an experience I wouldn't recommend for anyone. Chibnall explained why he opted out of that defining moment between the characters, because he's a pussy loser. The former Doctor Who showrunner, and also it was probably stopped by the BBC. The former Doctor Who, although would they? I don't know. Doctor Who showrunner admitted there were some discussions in the writers' room about the Doctor and Yaz locking lips, but ultimately decided against it because he believed that theirs was an unrequited love story. So unrequited, so much love. We just have a bed in the TARDIS, in the console room for no reason, certainly not scissoring in the TARDIS, or maybe a little bit. He thought that the characters never reached that point in the relationship. I mean, they don't have a relationship. Would be more heartbreaking. No, nobody cared, and we're glad it's over. However, Chibnall did acknowledge that he might have made a different decision if he had a chance to redo. What? Now he's seen that everybody took a shit on him. He's like, oh, maybe I would have done that differently. Yes, of course you would have done. You would have done everything differently. You would have been a crushing failure had you done everything differently. But you were a crushing failure because you are a crushing failure. Despite the fact that viewers never got to see the Doctor and Yaz admit their feelings for one another, well, they kind of did, a more passionate and human-like manner. Chibnall stood his ground regarding the reasons behind the decision, and the censorship wasn't one of them. Oh no, I wouldn't be censored at all. He elaborated. It wasn't like that. There wasn't a sense of, oh, they're not allowed to kiss, oh, they're not going to kiss. It was like dramatically, emotionally, slightly more wrenching. If they don't, oh God, just everything you say is wrong. The Doctor Who showrunner also felt that they wouldn't be able to do the final scene on top of the TARDIS if there had been a kiss. They could have kissed there. Thank God they didn't, because that scene had always sort of the kiss really. That the thing because it's unconsummated, the pain and joy, and if they hand kiss, I think, I don't know, it changes it slightly. Yeah, what? It destroys Doctor Who slightly more. No one's interested in seeing a gay tranny doctor, mate. No one's interested in seeing lesbo doctors in space, right? No, really, they're not. I mean, some genuinely ill people might be, but they're really, really not. But it wasn't any sort of conscious decision. You didn't make any conscious decisions. You just got floated around on the winds, on the currents of Twitter, basically. And let me tell you, if Twitter told you it was a good thing to round up Jews and put them in camps to kill them, you would have had the Doctor advocate for that. That's how fucking brainless you are, Chris fucking Chibnall. Right? And Jordan goes, oh, so kind, so brave, get the Jews in the gas chamber. I can totally see that happening. It was a really delicate kind of pressure because it could have happened, and who said it didn't happen at some point? But it wasn't any sort of conscious decision not to have anything. Well, you should have been a conscious fucking decision that was going to break your heart. Nobody's heart was broken, right? No one's heart was broken. They just got mad at you for not giving them what they wanted. It's the unspoken feelings that they've never for each other. They didn't have any feelings. That was actually the point. As much as they declared, there's also depth in that final scene. There's no depth whatsoever. It is bollocks, darling. It is bollocks. Much better than that. Much better than that. Thus far has been a big finish doing Once and Future. We do have a new trailer. Let's have a look. Hang on, getting a little Wizzy Will. Wizzy Will. Okay, this is going doink. I go over here. Let's have a look at this new trailer.
Once upon a Gallifrey.
From Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, Once and Future, Time Lord Immemorial.
What have you done to my console room?
This is my console room. You're trespassing. You're from an alternate universe.
So this is basically the Christopher Eccleston, David Warner crossover, right? By the way, Paul Tolson's complaining about it being 2 years. Look, mate, this is what I do. Hang on. I get the expensive editions because I don't want to wait. Because I am a ridiculous fanboy pussy, right? I am absolutely a ridiculous fanboy pussy. And I couldn't wait 2 years for season 20. I feel the same about season 22. I freaking love that box set, but here's what I do. And I'm a few behind. I actually got to make One's for, what was it, season 8, season 3, 8, and 22, right? Ones that I all adore. But here, 1 second. Doink. I then take them out of the packaging, right? And I make my own. If anybody wants these labels, they're more than welcome here. 1 second. Doink. There you go. So yeah, I make, and it's so much easier now. Photoshop has like all these AI tools, right? Here's another one. So yeah, get rid of the freaking logo. Oh, worth it. Just get rid of that awful logo. All right. There you go. So yeah, if anybody wants them, let me know. I'll just email you the files. Anyway, as I said, back to Once and Future, which so far I found quite entertaining.
Or rather, you are.
We were friends a long time ago.
So I think that's a character I absolutely hate, the Lumiere, right? That is a super saccharine, good version of the Master who's female.
I've changed a lot since then.
What was that? Degeneration.
You said degenerating is like a sort of reverse regeneration.
Yeah. Well done, Liv. I mean, what you all that female penis you enjoy has made you a bit stupid, has it? This is why I left the 8th Doctor range, because they insisted on having Liv Schenker have a relationship with Tanya, a stunning and brave woman with a penis. Like, okay, I get that's your religion. That one's physical appearance, one's physical reality doesn't define who they are. But that's a weirdo religion, mate. That is a weirdo religion. Anyway, that's why I done it specifically because of that. But although somebody told me, and they said it somewhere in Doctor Who magazine, I haven't found it yet, that they say it wasn't the War Doctor that gets hit with a degenerative weapon. It was actually the 8th Doctor. I guess they've got rid of Jonathan Carey as the 8th as the War Doctor, which is a shame. I still don't know if I'm buying his final set or not, right? I still don't know. The first 4 were very good, right? The last one was a little bit stunning and brave women with big guns.
Sand. It's pouring through the walls.
Silicants.
They look like an army.
The sands of time are running out.
And they're starting to march.
I say again, this series has been very good in that it's just like a great little hodgepodge of member bearers all mixed together, and so far they've all worked to varying degrees. I mean, the best one, I think David Tennant one was excellent, right? And also the Sylvester McCoy one, also excellent.
Time itself is unraveling.
They're gaining on us.
Talk about quicksand.
Right.
It's unraveling, so's our patience.
Here goes.
Wait for me.
Oh my, it can't be.
It is. It's the Hall of the Time Lord Immemorial.
The Doctor. Always the Doctor.
Big finish for the love of stories.
I'm the Lumiad. Would you mind terribly giving me a hand to save the multiverse?
Yeah, she's such a shit character. She's not quite as shit as the meddling nun, who is that's a female version of the meddling monk. But okay, how stupid were they? They cast Gemma Wheeland as the meddling nun. Why not cast a comedian? That's something that Suze could actually maybe have done, although probably not. She's not a comedian. She's just a hate-filled harrigan, right? Absolutely hate-filled harrigan. Because, people have been lamenting the lack of promotion, right? Just getting these little bits and pieces of promotion. And why can't there be something like this that doesn't give anything away, but gives us something to get excited about, right? I think this is really a great example.
There are things waiting in the darkness. Creatures of metal, fire, and blood. But he's out there, burning through time, facing 1,000 dangers across the stars.
It's freaking awesome, right? And it gives away no spoilers whatsoever, right? It's freaking awesome.
And never giving up. He looks like a man, but he's a legend. And his name is the Doctor. He'll come back to save us. And this time, I'm gonna be ready. Then, just like that,
We'll be gone.
Brand new Doctor Who. Next Saturday at 6:20 on BBC One.
I mean, look how excited. Look inside you, right? And see how excited you feel from watching that. Why can't... I just don't understand. Why are they not doing things like that? Right? I really do not understand. Here, let me see if we can find... They did a few of them, didn't they? That was one. No, here. But look, we're supposed to be getting something on Saturday. Here, let's look at... And then I want to pull up the first David Tennant one. Again, gives nothing away whatsoever. And yet, is just great Doctor Who, right? Just freaking great Doctor Who.
Species in the universe has an irrational fear of the dark, but they're wrong, because it's not irrational.
They're going out. Oh my God, the stars are going out.
Rose is coming.
Okay, this one does give things away. Okay, in all fairness, so it doesn't really illustrate my point. Here, let me grab this one. And this was the mid-season trailer. There we go. Doink. This is the one I want.
Think you've seen it all? Think again.
I mean, like again, this was such great marketing, and it was so good, and we all liked it so much, right? Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, we grab that one next. Doink.
Outside those doors, we might see anything. We could find new worlds, terrifying monsters, impossible things. And if you come with me, nothing will ever be the same again.
Like, again, why not do this? Right? You don't have to put it inside the TARDIS. You don't need to spoil the TARDIS. It could be awesome. Okay,
let's go. Doctor Who, coming soon to BBC One.
Oh man, there's so much optimism, right? Which I haven't been getting. Let's be fair, I haven't been getting from this new era. So let's grab this other one. YouTube downloader online. Doink. Hang on. Doink. Here we go. Doink. There you go. Yeah. Video as okay. Doink.
You seem to be drifting, sweetheart.
I'm not drifting. I'm waiting.
What for?
The right man. I've seen him. I've met him just once, and then.
Okay, this isn't specially filmed. This was from the episode.
I let him fly away. If you ever see a little blue box flying up there in the sky, you shout for me, Gramps. Oh, you just shout.
Oh man, they were such a great Doctor companion combination. Something I recommend very highly, by the way, is the Big Finish box set, Donna Noble Kidnap, which generally speaking is freaking excellent, right? Absolutely excellent. Do I have the season 1 trailer? I mean, I put it at the beginning of this, so it should be here somewhere. Hang on. I'm looking for it. Here, let's play this. I get this really relies on clips, but man, the music will be good. And honestly, they should be able to use stock footage of like monsters from other stories.
Because he's still out there, somewhere. And I'll find him, Gramps. I'll find him.
Oh man! Like it's so easy to get us bloody excited. I mean, like this is the basic point I'm making. And now I think we're going to end with the best of the trailers, right? And I really do think this is the best of the trailers. The reason I think it was the best of the trailers, I think it's because it's probably one of the best seasons. Doing.
My name is Amy Pond. When I was 7, I had an imaginary friend. Last night was the night before my wedding.
Okay, he is looking up her skirt. Just want to point that out.
And my imaginary friend came back.
All of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will. Where do you want to start?
You know, you could have David Tennant doing famous speeches from Doctor Who. Do I have the right?
Anywhere you want, any time you want. One condition, it has to be amazing.
And it really was. Like, freaking every part of this season, everything was amazing.
Now it starts.
You might want to find something to hang on to.
It begins!
I mean, all of this is such great trailerable moments. And I'm telling you, the best Sonic screwdriver. With bar none, the best Sonic. Spitfires in space. It doesn't get better than that. Why can't Mark Gatiss make a Dan Dare show? Even Chris Chibnall wasn't shit. Murray Gold totally at his best as well. Right? Totally at his best.
Tell me the whole plan. One day that'll work.
Okay, you had just had Spitfires in space fighting Daleks and sexy vampire girls.
One simple instruction. Don't follow me under any circumstances.
Will you follow him?
Of course.
Because this is what I do. Every time, every day, every second. This. Hold tight. Because it will change your life. There's one thing you never put in a trap if you're smart, if you value your continued existence, if you have any plans about seeing tomorrow, there's one thing you never, ever put in a trap. Me.
That's what we need. We need just great Doctor Who dialogue, which I think Rusty Davies might be able to bang out a little bit. And some of that fantastic Murray Gold music. Just put some old monsters in. Put Sea Devils from the classic in. I mean, for God's sake, it doesn't matter. Just get us excited, right? That's all I'm saying. Just get us excited. And Russell, mate, Russell, so far you haven't, but please, okay, defy expectations. That's what I want to say. Defy expectation and be awesome, right? If I may quote one of your greatest, Rusty Davies' greatest bits of Doctor Who, when was it Christopher Eccleston hologram appears and says goodbye to Rose. Let's have a look at that. They're never really gonna go, right? And he turns and looks at her, right? It made me cry. Well, like, it doesn't take much to make me cry. I am a huge softie, but I mean, because it was so good, right? It was so freaking good, and man, it was a shame Christopher Eccleston left after that first year, right? I would have loved to have seen him do another year. Let's look at that. Doink. Fighting Other Ways, isn't it? Yeah. Let's find that where Oh, it was after this. And I love that they use the truck to... oh, here we go. They use the truck to break into the TARDIS.
If we can open it, I can make contact.
Where is it before this? Yeah, there we go. It was right. Again, he was brilliant there. Oh!
If this message is activated, then it can only mean one thing. We must be in danger, and I mean fatal. I'm dead or about to die any second with no chance of escape.
Again, this is Ross D. Davis at an absolute peak.
And that's okay. Hope it's a good death. But I promise to look after you, and that's what I'm doing. The TARDIS is taking you home.
I won't let you.
And I bet you're fussing and moaning now. Typical. But hold on and just listen a bit more.
Oh, he got heartbreaking scene. Just brilliant.
The TARDIS can never return for me. Emergency Program 1 means I'm facing an enemy that should never get their hands on this machine. So this is what you should do. Let the TARDIS die. Just let this old box gather dust. No one can open it, no one will even notice it. Let it become a strange little thing standing on a street corner. And over the years, the world will move on and the box will be buried.
And I think we're going to like just the greatest, most heart-wrenching bit.
And if you want to remember me, then you can do one thing.
Love this.
That's all. One thing. Have a good life. Do that for me, Rose. Have a fantastic life.
Oh, just beautiful. Just beautiful. Russell, mate. Russell. You can pull it out. You can pull it out. I have every faith in you. And I look forward to seeing some great... You know, I feel kind of optimistic again. I do. I hope that optimism isn't dashed, right? I hope it isn't dashed. Who knows or dares to dream? But you know what? I just think it's good to be optimistic, right? It's a good thing. I think you live a happier life. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. And ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.